Make sure you watch this entire video. Absolutely free breakdown. This one's a gem. Oklahoma State versus Notre Dame. Two top 10 ranked teams. Very excited to break this down. Before we do, guys, you know I love you so much. Bring the subscriptions. We have been doing awesome on subscriptions for the last few days. Keep it up. We appreciate it. And that's why we gave you a double header today. We have 2 games pending. One starts in 20 minutes. One's a little bit later tonight. And I'm going to do some shout outs on those comments in 1 second. The first thing I'm going to do, there's some extra shout outs from the Tennessee video. It was a loser. We're sitting 2-2 on the week. It was a loser. But, hey, we're going to dig into it. So some of the later comments. Shout out to Fotios Astoria. And then here is not a shout out. Here's a fuck you to Earl Jameson. This guy have no, it's all, why is it that the guys that come and talk crap on this page always can't put proper sentences together? Earl Jameson. This guy have no sense. He works the sports book. Just talking. I don't even know what that means, Earl, but I'm assuming it means that you think I work for the sports book. If you think I work for the sports book, you're out of your mind. I've put out 67% winners for free in the year 2021. 62% winners for free in the year 2020. Let's see what 2022 brings. And I'm probably not going to beat those percentages. But to say I'm working for the sportsbook, Errol, you deserve to have your ass spanked by your mom, man. Jeez Louise. And then some other guy, Robert Hudson, below him, clicked I agree. I'd love to see what these guys look like. They're probably big, fat, hairy dudes that live in their mom's basement. Tony Jaquez, shout out. It was a tough loss to the refs. I agree. Sean Young, shout out. I don't know if I mentioned you before. It's not even showing all the comments. Levi Ackerman, shout out. You were correct. Purdue wins it. Fotios Astoria. All right, now for the new videos. KJ Philly 5-teamer, shout out. I think you're just ignoring me at this point about the shirts. Jacob Carapino, LFG, welcome back from your vacation. Shout out. AB. You think Washington, AB, if Washington State wins by 20, I'm going to tell you right now, you're getting a t-shirt if Washington State wins by 20 or more. JD, shout out. Patrick Peanut, I hope you found what you were looking for. Shout out. And let's move on to this NHL. Not many comments on this one. John Anderson, shout out. And yes, you do got yourself a shirt coming your way, my man. Jacob Carapino, shout out. Let's go. No comments on the NHL video. Jeez. All right, let's dig into a little action. Notre Dame, Oklahoma State, number 5 versus number 9. This is at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Oklahoma State finished the season 11-2 after losing to Baylor in the Big 12 championship game. Notre Dame finished 11-1. Their lone loss coming to Cincinnati, who's about to play Alabama in a playoff game. 2 very good teams. We think it's going to be a terrific game. Notre Dame -2.5 with a total set at 45.5. Oklahoma State fell in the Big 12 championship, 7-point favorites to Baylor, and that really altered their hopes of getting into the playoffs. They still had a very nice year. They won 11 games, and they're going to look to cap off a 12-win season against the Fighting Irish. The Cowboys were led by their stout defense, really strong. They only gave up 307 per game yardage. That ranks 27th in the country. 16.8 points per game, 91 rushing yards per game. Those are great numbers. This is one of the best defenses in the country. Everybody's expecting to play, no bow outs, so we're expecting to see the same defense that we've seen all year. Now, their defensive coordinator did leave for Ohio State, and they won't coach for this one. Interesting there. Oklahoma State 9-3-1 this season. In their 13 games, 8 of them went under. In their last 9 games where Oklahoma State was a dog, all 9 of those games went under. Notre Dame also has a coach that left. Brian Kelly took the LSU job. He will not be coaching the Irish in this game. Marcus Freeman will take over as head coach. He was their defensive coordinator this season. We'll see what he can do. The Irish were stout on defense. Two stout defensive team. 361 total yards per game, ranking them 95th in the country, and they allowed just 18.3 points per game. That ranked them 10th in the country. They're going to be without their two top players. Star cornerback Kyle Hamilton and running back Williams, both opting out to prepare for the draft. Williams accounted for 17 touchdowns. He's going to be missed, guys, big time. Notre Dame went 9-3 against the spread this season. As far as over-under, 6 went over, 6 went under, so they're pretty much even there. In their last 7 games versus Big 12 opponents, 5 have gone under. I think these two teams really get up for this game. They want to finish off a very good season with a bowl win. We're going to have the pleasure of watching two of the best defenses in the country. It's clear to me that these two teams are built to win by playing great defense. We see both defenses flying around like they have all year. Notre Dame is missing one of their best playmakers on offense, and Oklahoma State loves to run the ball and kill clock. We're going to buy the hook to 46, and we're going to go under 46 in this one, ladies and gents. Enjoy it. Clock it. I'll see you tomorrow for some NFL breakdowns. We're going to have 2 of them, so stay tuned.